This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah. Log on and join our live conversation.
Know that you can't control yourself? That is embarrassing. Okay.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Election Day, everybody, and it's Tuesday, November 6th. We're the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now. And right now, I'm here with Erica and Al. I'm Jeff. Brandon is on assignment. A lot to get to, guys. The first polls are just starting to close, and celebrities are getting out to vote. Raquel Villanueva has the latest.
That's right, Jeff. Stars are heading to the polls and proudly posting the proof. Let's start with Queen Bee. The native Houstonian is Bae for Beto O'Rourke, repping a hat for the Senate hopeful. Meanwhile, Ivanka Trump is standing by her dad, sending out this message.
One of the great privileges of being an American is having your voice heard. Get out and vote. Don't let the rain stop you.
And Demi Lovato made her first post-rehab pick all about Election Day, saying she's grateful to be home in time to vote. Madonna isn't even in the country right now, but she still made sure her ballot counted from all the way across the ocean. Meghan McCain shared a sentimental tribute to her father today. Here he is holding her while voting back in 1984. Meghan was only 15 days old. In the post, she thanks him for always involving her in the political process. Now I'm taking you across the world, all the way to Morocco, where Halle Berry has a message for voters. Listen.
Today is a really important day. It is the midterm elections, and I'm urging you to go out and cast your vote. If you want to see change, then you have to be the change.
And finally, Jeff Goldblum captioned his photo with this inspirational quote: "We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interests. We are fighting for our right to live, to exist." That stirring line comes from the fictional President Thomas J. Whitmore from the movie Independence Day, right before he battled a bunch of aliens. DBL Nation, let's see your voting photos. Send them our way.
All right, thanks, Raquel. So I think we're going to see a reflection of all these people all these celebrities trying to get people out to vote tomorrow when they tally the numbers, or when they reach the final numbers.
I think this is just a win. The fact that we are hearing midterms in so many pop culture references. I know that people don't like celebrities to be involved in politics, but ultimately they are citizens too, and these are conversations that we need to have. So I don't mind the fact that my entire social media is lit up with get out and vote, because people should be voting. That's what we do.
I think we got it, though. My Instagram. Yeah. I don't think there's anybody
if anyone's
like,
on Instagram.
oh, that was today? Like, yeah, we got it. But I mean,
a year ago, or 2 years ago.
At least 6 months ago,
yes.
No one was talking about the midterms, and here we are. It's literally the only thing people are talking about. So no matter if your party wins or loses tomorrow, just know that I feel like our country is better and more involved in the democratic process. So I'm fine with it.
You're right about Instagram. And the break, I opened it up. I'm like, what am I doing? I got it. Everybody voted. And I put it down.
Got it.
All right, guys. People just announced their sexiest man alive.
Jeff, you don't have to say that. I'm right here. Just call me Al.
Oh, there you are. There. Al, it's Idris Elba, in case you didn't know.
Every year.
The 46-year-old actor is also a pro boxer, a DJ, and a clothing designer. He grew up in East London before becoming one of Hollywood's biggest heartthrobs. He has 2 children, 10 tattoos, and a love of whiskey. We now know a lot about him, but sorry, ladies, Idris is engaged to this 29-year-old model. Not to worry, People also came out with its list of the most eligible bachelors in Hollywood. Is that Al? Oh, Al's not on there either, including Michael B. Jordan.
You need a bigger screen, Jeff.
There's Drake, and that's Chris Evans. But people left one very important name off the list. And
Al Jackson?
Not Al again. Now I kind of feel bad. But now we had to update it to include our very own Brandon London. I'm sorry, Al.
I would vote for him over me, too.
And you can still enter to win a date with him right now at dailyblastlive.com. But DBL Nation, we want to know what you think. Who is your #1 most eligible bachelor? Go to our website right now to vote.
On a scale from 1 to I am severely creeped out, how weird is that music with Brandon's photo?
With the heart, there it is.
It kills me. It's killing me.
Does it work with?
It is killing me.
Could we get that music with Al in a one shot? Does that work?
Look into the right camera, Al.
All right, we got it.
All right, I'm officially off the Richter.
Now it got super creeped out. Now everyone's creeped out.
Oh man.
All right, Jeff. Look, you're not getting. You're a man on the show too. Let's cue that music.
All right. All right.
Okay.
I think we got it. We're now all officially embarrassed.
All right, there we go.
I'm embarrassed for you, and that's enough. That's enough.
Let's see what DBL Nation said. Drake
edging out Brandon.
34%.
Just barely.
That's because
Brandon had 33.
That's because me and Al weren't on there.
That's very true.
There we go.
All
Let's
right.
split the vote.
Let's move on and never talk about that again. All right, the biggest celebs in Hollywood are headed to court. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are going head-to-head in their custody battle, and the trial is set to begin December 4th, according to TMZ. The two are locked in a bitter feud over their 6 kids. Angelina reportedly wants full custody, while Brad wants to split time 50-50, and the judge will also have to divvy up the couple's properties as they don't have a prenup. But after all the bad blood and drama between these two, we can't imagine this is going to be an easy settlement, obviously, right?
Yeah, it's unfortunate because you really have to ask yourself what this is about. To me, it seems like it's more about ego than anything else, because when you're talking about splitting assets or even custody, that seems like a pretty simple arrangement with people who have all the resources in the world. And I know it's not about money, it's about love, and they could probably use a little bit more empathy for each other and not destroy themselves and their children.
Right, and I mean, if you're splitting, assets, you could probably do that fairly quietly. The fact that we're learning about this and the fact that it'll be there forever. For as long as these kids live, they'll be able to see what their mom said, what their dad's lawyers accused her of. It's a really nasty process, and unfortunately, the court systems are more than happy to let you beat each other up. But what you can do, if you guys are in the parenting business, I've gone through a divorce. I'm currently going through a divorce. You can decide that you are in the business of being good parents and not damaging your kids. These kids will want for nothing. All they're going to want for is that their parents to show love for each other. Because when you go after your partner, what you're saying is 50% of what you are, child, is a bad person, and I don't think people get that when they go after their spouses in a divorce settlement.
Yeah, you're right, man. And like you said, I think there's more to this case because it's not like money's an issue.
It's so ugly,
here.
right?
Yeah, it's not like money should be an issue. All right, guys, Britney Spears is getting ready for her Las Vegas residency. That's right, Al.
Yes.
Her new show is called Domination. It's scheduled for February 2019, and audition tapes are happening now, Al. So check this out.
All eyes on us, pop. All eyes on us, pop. Look, all eyes on us.
Ooh, what'd you think about that, Al?
I think we're ready for some cuts, Jeff. I saw a couple dancers, bro, and I'm a stand-up comic. That guy in the middle, please, Booth, can you guys bring back that clip one more time? The guy in the middle with the black gloves, what was that? And where's my parents? All right, it's time for him to call an Uber and go enjoy the Palms Hotel.
You know what, Al?
You're done.
You pointed that
Get
out.
this guy a cup of coffee.
And that guy's like, you know what? I'm going to wear these cool gloves. And then now they're like, see the guy with the gloves?
Exactly.
That's him.
But somebody's like, you could get the benefit of, like, which guy? I don't know, that guy with the black hair. But there's one guy with gloves. He's gone.
Oh, man.
He's a Erica. Don't be nice.
For him to be dancing with Britney, he has made it pretty far.
But you know, he did screw up a little bit. I mean, I'm no dancer. He's obviously much better than Al and I. Perhaps.
I don't know. You haven't seen my audition tape. You haven't seen it yet. It's good. That's what I'm saying.
Burn.
The streets are talking.
They are.
This show is live. We bring you breaking news as soon as it happens. And coming up, a DBL first. We go one-on-one with Oscar-winning actress Monique. Why she schooled Rebel Wilson over some controversial comments that she made. Plus, Al Jackson bonds with Sarah Silverman over a moment that went viral on DBL. Trust me, you don't want to miss that interview.
Now, I know we're going to get people right in saying you were a little hard on that guy. I wouldn't talk about it if I hadn't done it. Jeff, how many auditions have you been to? I've been to many. You book about maybe one out of every.
Dude, I mean, how many have I been to that you leave feeling dirty?
Oh, yeah.
Like dirty.
Yeah.
And just because they made you, have you ever like gone out for like if you go out for like a Pepsi commercial or
tell
Coke commercial?
Tell the story real quick.
Oh, the Gatorade
yes,
one or whatever?
Yes, please.
But I'm just, sometimes you have to dance in there and there's no music and you're just like, and it's like the most embarrassing thing and nobody even has reactions. They're like, thank you. But there's this one, we have 1 minute. There was this one audition I went to. Long story short, I went there in a zip-up hoodie. I ran in there and I'm like, everyone was working out. Everyone was right off the cover of Men's Fitness. I'm like, I was a little fat at the time. And I'm like, dude, what am I doing here? And they're like, just start warming up, get sweaty, get all pumped up and get your abs shiny. I'm like, oh yeah, totally, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, so just run around, right? And they're like, yeah, just run. So I like put my hoodie up, I'm like, I'm just gonna run this way, don't worry about me. And I just started running and then when they weren't looking anymore, I ran through the bushes and I ran to my car. I was like, no way, dude, I'm not taking my shirt off.
That's awesome. That's so real. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna let you guys do that to me.
I passed by that park in Beverly Hills, and I still was like cringe.
Exactly which park you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, right off of Wilshire, Santa Monica. Oh my God, I have a lot more of those stories, man.
Oh yeah,
I have. I have so many.
We'll do another round of these.
I had someone once tell me, do it more like Batman.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. In today's Chatting with the Stars, I sat down with fellow comedian Sarah Silverman to discuss her role as Wreck-It Ralph's best friend Vanellope in the upcoming movie Ralph Breaks the Internet. But first, we bonded over a connection we made on Twitter. Check it out. Sarah, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm good. It's good to meet you. Before we get started, I wanted to thank you personally. You actually retweeted. I had a comment about veterans and the kneeling and how those two were being conflated on my talk show. If you want to have the discussion about vets, we can have that discussion. If you want to have the discussion about police brutality, which no one wants to have, which about black men being killed with no repercussions, we can have that one, but we have to decide which one we're going to have. You retweeted that. It went super viral, so I just want to thank you personally for that.
My pleasure. It was inspiring.
Wreck-It Ralph 2, so cool.
All we gotta do is find a part to fix your game. Everything goes back to the way it was.
But where are we gonna find that?
The internet!
What?
And I was looking at the movie, and it seems like it's showing kids how to navigate the internet. How do you think the internet would have affected you growing up?
Well, I can't imagine the world that kids today have inherited. Right. Putting the movie in the internet, it is such a reflection of the world as it is today and humanity.
Right.
Truly. I mean, it can build you up, it can tear you down. You know, I know it's a Disney sequel, but it is really about the human condition and that feelings are all we're made of.
That's what I appreciate. It was just like the human connection, how I feel like that's going away. I drive around, I never see kids playing in anybody's yard anymore. Remember that? Like where you would see children outside and people interacting?
Yeah, you come home like when it's pitch black on your bike and you're drenched with sweat.
Right, because you know you're in trouble.
Can.
Yeah, you know you came home late. What would you say was the craziest website that they visited, in your opinion?
You know, I love the Disney Princess site.
Do people assume all your problems got solved because a big, strong man showed up?
Yes! What is up with that?
She is a princess!
To really just show the progression of what is Disney Princess from a time that now we see as problematic. Yeah, like it's okay to have a problematic past if you acknowledge it and are changed forever by it. That's a lesson in a Disney movie, but it's also an expression by Disney. It's why they are able to exist for so long, because they change and grow with the times, you know?
Appreciate you, Sarah. Thanks for sitting down.
Thank you so much.
Wow, Al, that was a great interview, man. I knew you could do it, but I'm just saying, it was very conversational.
You were like, you didn't start crying in the middle of it? You were able to maintain eye contact and not attack her? No, she was great. She's a comic. So that's what all comics, we work for 50 minutes a day. If that. So we just talk in the green room all the time, so it was very natural, it flowed well, and I'm a fan anyway, and she just solidified that.
And you hit some interesting topics, actually.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't know, I was like such a naive kid. I couldn't imagine what it's like for a kid to grow up with the internet now and know everything. 12-year-old Al was not ready for that.
Yeah. I mean, 12-year-old Erica would have been mortified if that framed or picture didn't come out right for 3 weeks.
Right.
While it got developed.
That was, yeah. Remember?
You go on vacation 2 weeks later, you're like, I can't wait to see what I look like.
It was something to the anticipation.
Completely off.
We are live, guys. Raquel Villanueva has news at the moment.
That's right, Jeff. Aretha Franklin's documentary, Amazing Grace, will finally be released almost 50 years after it was filmed. Take a look at the trailer. The Music Legends estate has given its blessing to start showing the film. It centers around the live recording of her album at a church in Los Angeles in 1972. Amazing Grace is still the best-selling live gospel album of all time. The film premieres next week.
Looks amazing. Ooh. I love those old videos.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah. Wow. She's still missed. What a voice.
Absolutely.
Blessed us with it.
Coming up on Daily Blast Live, Rebel Wilson gets called out for tooting her own horn. We are talking to Oscar winner Mo'Nique today to find out why she is not okay with what Rebel said. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. DBL exclusives next.
Talk about, remember when, I'll tell some more of this shit stories. But when you got those pictures, you know, like when you were on vacation, and then like you had to get them developed and all that stuff, and then you're going through, you're like, when did that happen?
Right.
Where were we here?
And then there's 15 black ones that you're like,
yeah, so many figures on there.
Spent $4 on these. Oh, Photomat. We
those
miss
were
you.
fun.
That's funny. Do you watch Sarah Silverman?
I like Sarah Silverman.
Have you seen her Hulu show? Very good.
No.
It's called I Love America.
Really?
And yeah, it's a great show. She has a lot of great guests. She's very much trying to do what we're doing, which is like trying to heal the country. So she's always talking to people, you know, with different points of view all over the country and trying to, like, you know, bridge the gap.
I just like I like her as a person. I like the characters that she plays. She just seems like an all-around cool person, especially in that interview. So it just goes to prove my point.
Plus, she's from New Hampshire. I'm from northern Massachusetts, so we're practically neighbors. So I really relate to her. She's relatable. She's a cool girl. We're
Have you ever met her?
No, I've seen her many times. I used to go see her all the time at
the comedy store?
Yes,
Laugh Factory?
Not the Laugh Factory, the small place that is now on
Melrose?
Shit, yeah, it was on Fairfax.
Yeah, why are you
Al
asking
would
me?
know. I don't know.
I nailed the streets.
Anyway, great little venue that she used to perform at. That's really
I like those little ones too.
I like where her HBO concert was. The same theater that her HBO concert was at. So this was a useless conversation.
No way, it was
Sorry
good.
I didn't give you any information about
I'll
her.
tell you more embarrassing.
I saw her.
She claimed to be the first plus-size star in a rom-com. Watch this.
I'm kind of proud to be the first ever plus-size girl to be the star of the romantic comedy.
Then actress Mo'Nique responded. She starred in a 2006 movie, Fat Girls, PHAT. Here's what she tweeted. Take a moment and know the history. Don't be a part of erasing it. I wish you the best. And then Rebel tweeted, quote, it was never my intention to erase anyone else's achievements and adore you and Queen Latifah so much. I support all the plus-size ladies and everything positive we are doing together. And now we are hearing from Mo'Nique and her husband, Sidney Hicks. Tori spoke with them earlier today. It's a DBL exclusive. Check this out.
So let's get right to the tweet you sent to Rebel after she stood by her claim. You reminded her, I thought very nicely, that history shouldn't be erased. Tell me why you decided it was important to respond.
In her tweet, Queen Latifah and I were referenced. And when she put down, technically, there are gray areas, and you know, it could have been a rom-com, and it was all of these things And what I was telling our sister was, don't allow gray areas and technicalities get in the way of the truth. So don't be a part of erasing history, be a part of history.
I love how you say our sister rebel, because it's so easy for people to think a woman against a woman and we go cat fight. And at DBL, we are not about that. You are not about that. We are about empowerment. So I'm so honored that's such a great tweet that you put out. Rebel has since apologized, saying that she never meant to disrespect anyone. How do you feel about the apology?
I've misspoke. I've made a poor judgment, and I've had to apologize. And my apology has been accepted when it was a genuine apology. And if Sister Rebel is coming from a genuine place, who am I not to accept that apology? Once you say I'm sorry and you mean it, where else is there to go?
The sad part was how the plus-size woman has been overlooked so much that there would even be a conversation about the fact that who came first, because you don't see women below a size 10 having an argument about who was the first woman to be in a romantic comedy.
Amen.
If we start dealing in reality and stop so much fantasy, that we wouldn't have to be saying in 2018, I'm the first, and then we're saying, hey, baby, just know the history. We wouldn't even have to have those conversations because it would be the norm as you're watching TV or the movies that the big girl is not.
Well, thank you guys so much for being open today. What you did was incredible. We didn't want to talk about gossip. We just wanted your class act. Your tweet was so classy. And just to speak about the history of plus-size women and all women and how we should be treating each other. So bless you guys. Thank you so much for being here on Daily Blast Live.
Same here, sister. You did a great job.
You did a great job, Tori. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for part 2. Monique shares her inspiring message to all women and gives her take on why she thinks plus-size women are misrepresented in the industry. And by the way, Monique and her husband also have their own podcast. If you guys want to check it out, it's called Monique and Sydney's Open Relationship. The couple says it's all about having real and honest conversations with each other. We'll be right back, guys.
A big Nintendo Super Smash reveal, our first look at Henry Cavill in The Witcher, and Marvel movie characters are coming to a Marvel TV series. That's all next in The Jump Off. I'm Abby, welcome to The Jump Off. I'm here to bring you all the latest in gaming, tech, pop culture news. So let's get started right now. Nintendo has revealed all 74 fighters that will appear in the highly anticipated Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Nintendo also revealed there will be 5 sets of paid DLC for Smash Bros. Ultimate. Each DLC is expected to cost $5.99. Nintendo's offering an Ultimate Fighter Pass that will include all DLC released by February 2020 for $24.99. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate comes out December 7th. Netflix is giving us a first look of Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia from the upcoming Witcher series. In the clip, you see him with long silver hair, and he still looks good. At the end of the clip, he drinks from a flask. Kind of wonder what's in there. We don't have a release date yet, but Netflix has previously said maybe 2019 or 2020. Who knows? Disney is doubling down on its streaming service with a new Marvel series. The company says they're working on shows dedicated to both the Falcon and the Winter Soldier from Captain America franchise. This comes nearly a month after the announcement of a Loki and Scarlet Witch series. The same actors will reportedly star in these shows, playing characters from the MCU movies. What other Marvel characters do you want to see with their own series? Let us know in the comments. And that's it for The Jump Off. I'm Abby, and as always, I'll be here every week for the latest in gaming, tech, pop culture news, so we'll see you next time.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We love sharing your comments, right, Erica? What did you take it from here? You got a tweet?
We have a fun tweet.
All right.
Check out what Summer Rae Claypool just posted. Finally get to watch my favorite show for the first time since I moved a month ago. Miss these nights. Yay,
What's
Summer.
up, girl? Yeah, thanks,
Hey,
Ray.
girl, hey.
I like that.
That's so awesome. I'm going to repost that.
Well, I've just seen a lot of people just saying, like, you know, it says April P. said that her daughter just voted for the first time today. How many people can say that? And I mean, that is a coming of age moment when you are now participating in your country's future rather than just kind of being along for the ride. So congratulations to everybody that voted for the first time today.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We have Ellis Walker. She said, me and my mom voted early. Please, everyone, go vote. We need to make a much-needed difference. Cheryl Hannah.
All right. I think that a lot of the celebrities, what they did is made it cool, made it social to go out and vote. You know what I mean? And even if they don't know what they're voting for now, some of the young people, I think they're going to get in the trend now for later on in their life to vote and make sure that it's good for them, good for our country.
Make something cool, people start to do it.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Guess what? We ran out of time, but we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. That's Tuesday, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
What do you have to hide?
Log on and join our live conversation.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I do agree with you.
DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. It's Election Day, Tuesday, November 6th, and we are the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now. And I'm here with Erica, Jeff, Al, and I'm Sam. Let's get started. Well, we've got a lot of big stories to get to today. People named it Sexiest Man Alive. Find out who they say is Hollywood's biggest heartthrob this year. And actress Rebel Wilson and Monique got heated on Twitter over who was the first plus-size actress to star in a Hollywood rom-com. And only we have Monique here today to respond. All of that in minutes. But first, we couldn't start the show without talking about the biggest story. Election Day is finally here, and all the major broadcast networks as well as cable news have special coverage of this historic day, and we'll go wall to wall as polls close. All eyes are on young voters this year and the celebs, encouraging them to hit the polls. Taylor Swift is just one of the many stars making her voice heard today. Just watch her Instagram story.
I'm seeing a lot of underestimation of young voters and this new generation. These are people who grew up post 9/11. They grew up with school shooting drills at their schools. These are people who want to vote. It's not enough to just want change. It's not enough to just want to vote. You have to go and make change by voting. And today is your opportunity to do that.
Amen. The election was also front and center on late night. Check out this funny "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" themed election skit on Stephen Colbert.
Say there, boy, I'm 37 years old.